Hi everyone, welcome to the cool down. I'm sure it is well deserved. So let's get right into it. You're going to lay all the way down on your back. We're going to place both those feet up on the ball. Let your head and shoulders hang out and relax. And we're just going to pull that ball in towards us, knee towards chest, and then nice easy back out. So feet can be together, feet can be apart. You can go a little bit to one side, you can come straight in. Whatever you feel like doing. If you want to hang out for a second, most definitely, just nice and gentle. I don't want you forcing anything. Let your heart rate come down. Now what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to cross one foot above the knee on that straight leg, and we're going to keep going with that tiny little rock. So you're going to get a nice big hip stretch, glute stretch on that one side. Now, if your hamstrings are potentially tired from whatever you just did, you might feel like this is a bit of a workout again, but I do want that nice big stretch on that opposite hip. Relax for me, shoulders hanging out. Last one on this side, and then we'll switch to that opposite leg. Now, whenever you're doing stretching, even with the strength, you may have better flexibility on one side, just like sometimes we're stronger on one side than the other. Your knee might go out further. Don't force it. Just let the body do whatever it needs to do. I want you to feel like you're doing something, that you're getting a bit of a stretch, but definitely no pain throughout this. Don't push through anything. Hopefully as you keep doing the cool down, your range of motion will get a little bit better, bit by bit, piece by piece. Nice big breaths. All right. You're going to bring that ball nice and close to you now. So both legs on top, shoulders again relaxed on the floor, and little baby rocks. Little rocks side to side, just loosening up our rotation. And you're giving your back a tiny little massage through this pattern here. Don't go too far that the muscles have to kick in too much to pull you back up. Of course, you're going to feel it a tiny bit, but I want it nice and gentle, nice and relaxed, nice and easy. Side to side roll. Hang out here a little bit longer. Let me check. Yep, a little bit more longer, a couple more seconds, and then we'll change it up. Hopefully your heart rate's coming back down from whatever you just killed in the workout. All right, so we're going to come up to stand now, nice and easy, especially if you get a little lightheaded going from the floor to stand. We're going to have the ball in front of you and your feet nice and wide apart. So on a nice big straddle step, ball is close. You're going to roll the ball to the one side, arms going up towards the ceiling, legs are staying straight, and that back of the arm is going to end up on the ball. Nice and easy, come all the way through and we'll flip sides. So this is a gentle roll from side to side. Legs are straight. So I don't want you rolling or rocking from one side to the other on those legs. Toes are forward. Arm ends up on the ball, other arm overhead, getting a bit of rotation. And if the neck allows, then you will look up towards the ceiling. If not, keep eyes focused straight ahead. If you get dizzy, find a spot in front of you and just stare there for me. Gently roll against side to side. Now come on back to the middle. I'm going to pivot sideways just so you can see me. Ball is going to be in front. Feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width. You're going to push that ball away from you. Drop your head between those arms, knees bent just a touch. Hang out there for a second, and then you can roll that ball all the way back up. So a nice gentle roll out, stretch through those arms, head drops down, tiny bend in those knees, and then straight back up. We'll do one more, straight out. Don't forget to breathe. Sometimes when we're focusing too much, we hold our breath. So I want nice big breaths in, nice out. Now I want you to come down. I want you to hang out with me here. And nice and gentle, we're just gonna roll that ball side to side. Stretching through side of shoulders, just that little bit more. Keeping in mind one side might be more flexible than the other. Don't force it. That's one of the best parts of the ball, is just let the body do what it wants to do and the ball will follow and allow it to happen. All right, nice easy up for me. Again, nice and easy, keeping in mind you might get a little lightheaded. All right, This one here, you're gonna sit on the ball. You're gonna come forward tiny little bit, and feet are nice and wide. You're going to pivot, so I have one butt cheek on the ball, and my back leg is going to be nice and straight. You're going to get a stretch through this back hip, knees in line with our heel. Hand's going to come on the ball behind me here, and I'm going to reach up and over, lean in a little bit towards the ball. Now, as I did that, I didn't lose that stretch in my hip. I'm going to let my top arm go wherever it needs to go. My hand on the ball is helping support me. And from here, I'd really like you to focus on not allowing that top shoulder to drop in. I want you to open up, and if possible, we look up towards the ceiling. If that is too much on your neck, again, keep eyes forward. And we're gonna hang out here. Nice big side stretch, nice big hip flexor stretch. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Good, let's pivot, we'll flip to that opposite side. So, make sure our positioning is good, knee in line with our heel, back leg straight. I want a nice big stretch on that back hip. My butt cheeks resting on the ball, hands gonna come onto the ball, and I'm coming gentle up and over, keeping in mind this side might be different than the other. And then if flexibility allows, I open up through shoulders, and if the neck allows, I look up towards the ceiling. At any point, if you're holding your breath, if you can't take a full breath, if you don't have that full inhale or that full exhale, you've gone too far, and just release out of the stretch a tiny little bit. Good, come on all the way back to the middle. Now, in every one of my classes at Core Maximus, we always finish with this. We need to loosen off that core. Everything you do always works through this little section here. So, feet are gonna be wide, shoulders back, sit nice and tall. I like hands on my hips, but whatever makes you happy. And we're going to roll side to side. I really want you to think of your hips rolling side to side and not a weight shift side to side. Very different. I want us to loosen off that low back. Again, loosen off through core and go where the back wants it to go. You might not be even on both sides. Nice and easy side to side. Again, the hands on hips just help guide a little bit that our hips are rolling. Now I'm going to pivot again, just so you can see, and we're going to go forward and back. So now you're gonna tuck under, I'm going to round through, and then I'm going to stick my bum out and stick my chest out. Even a little bit more for you, tuck under, and then roll out. Don't force it. Don't make the back do anything it doesn't want to do. We're supposed to be loosening off, cooling down, catching our breath. Big breath in and big breath out. Let's go one more for me. Feels really good. And then back in. Then I want some nice big circles. So I don't care what direction. I'm going to be all squeaky here for a second. Now, whether you did 1 set through, 2 sets through, 3 sets through, whether you used a heavy weight, whether you used a lightweight, you've been with me forever or your first time, I'm sure it was fantastic. Roll the other way. And super proud. Whatever you snuck in today, that's fantastic and wonderful. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Nice big circles. Be so proud of yourself. Took time for yourself. That's such a good way to start your day, end your day. Let those shoulders relax. And the last one, most people's favorite, again, if you work out with me before or you work out with me at Core Maximus, you know who you are. Tiny little bounces, let everything relax, everything settle down. And we rest there. Wonderful job. Hope to see you soon.